Hey guys, what's going on? Dominic here from Media Glitch, and today we're going to talk about one of the greatest comic book epics of all time, Batman Hush. Written by Jeph Loeb, writer of such titles as Hulk and Superman for All Seasons, and illustrated by the immortal, the powerful Jim Lee. What? You might know Jim Lee from a little title called X-Men way back in the 90s. Jim Lee was a superstar. I mean, he still is a superstar, but this was his first outing at DC, you know, after kind of getting away from the indie scene over at Image, and he came out guns blazing, and in my opinion, he has not been able to recover from DC ever since. I mean, he's done some great things, but I mean, this is like his Citizen Kane right here, masterpiece. It's so beautiful. Anyways, Batman Hush, because Batman v Superman is coming out this month. Today we're talking about the Caped Crusader himself. So check it out. Hush lasted like a little over a year when it was published, I believe in 2004. And it was just an amazing story that took the Dark Knight through all of his rogues gallery, and there was a mysterious villain named Hush that was maybe manipulating the whole thing, or was it another rogue? Who knows? But it was amazing. You got to see Batman fighting every one of his really the best arch villains, and it had a bunch of cool stuff like a relationship spawn with him and Catwoman. You got to find out more about Bruce's past. You had, you got, man, I can't even name it all. The best Joker fight that I've seen, where it kind of like pokes the question, if the Joker is so dangerous and he causes so much trouble, why doesn't Batman just kill him? So it's one of the best fights there. You have Batman fighting Superman in one of the best, awesomest epic battles ever. I mean, it's got everything. It's got the whole toy chest in there. It's a fan's dream. So I mean, that's really the story, and that's the good of it. That's all the good stuff. The bad stuff is, man, this series ended, and the one that followed it just wasn't as good. And like I said, Jim Lee came out a year later and did a Superman series with Brian Azzarello, and hoping to recapture that magic of a big epic, but it just wasn't as good. He did another Batman thing with Frank Miller, not as good. But I mean, that has nothing to do with this series. It just has everything to do with the fact that Jim Lee is amazing in this series, and everything else after that was just like, oh man, it's just the law of diminishing returns. Highlights of the book, I mean, hey, Batman versus Superman. In continuity, for the first time ever, you have the Man of Steel versus the Dark Knight, no holds barred fighting, and you get to see what a dirty fighter Batman is when he has to rely on his wits against the most powerful hero in the DC universe. Okay, with that being said, is it worth picking up in a hard copy or even hunting down the single issues? Absolutely, absolutely. I recommend this book way more than The Dark Knight Returns or any other Batman story, because this story is amazing. It is like the penultimate Batman story. Okay, so I'm gonna give it, you probably guessed it, 5 hot dogs out of how many, Joel? 5! 5. Senor. That's right, you got 1 dog for every finger for this series. So go out, support a local comic book store, and get it in a trade paperback, digital comics. You can get the single issues, that would be awesome. Okay, so if you guys are watching this on YouTube and you think I'm crazy and this is not the best Batman story ever, go ahead and leave a comment below. If you're watching us on live TV, go over to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.